Onpassive, made with hands of love. Onpassive, straight from God up above. Onpassive, Ash's AI machine. Onpassive, and his high-tech team. Go, Onpassive, go, Onpassive. Onpassive, we can all now say, Onpassive, it's well in its way. Onpassive, it's a dream come true. Onpassive, it will be good to you. Go, Onpassive, go, Onpassive, Onpassive, for the young and old. Onpassive, we will reach our goals. Onpassive, our financial dreams. Onpassive, we will build strong teams. Go, Onpassive, go, Onpassive. Onpassive, I can hear the world say, Onpassive, it's here to stay. Onpassive, so don't you delay. Onpassive, get started today. Go, Onpassive, go, Onpassive, go, Onpassive, 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 Onpassive,
Karma's a bitch.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous Wednesday. Onpassive production of songs is another consistent product. I mean, maybe they could sell their songs. At least then they'd be selling something than Connect. Right? So there's that. So today I thought it would be fun if we just took a moment to talk about the promotional materials that have kind of been getting released over the last several weeks. There's some brand new ones. Some of them are quite funny. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the actual Onpassive YouTube channel today. Hello, Louisiana. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're at home. Scam Chan is here. Albs is here. Joe says he's at work, but he's listening. I feel like the new songs have slowed down a bit. See, the thing is that they went through a period where they had figured out how to do AI songs, and they were like releasing a song a day for a while. But yeah, it slowed down a little bit, but I bet you there's at least a couple hundred songs now just dedicated to Onpassive. We will never run out of songs. Never run out of songs. Honest Critic is trying to form a database to help Zero Team founders. Why? I don't know. I don't know what Honest Critic is doing. But today we're going to be talking about just some random Onpassive things, if you will. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but there's like an Onpassive YouTube channel. And I wanted to go over some of their posts today because it might explain where some of these people get their ideas on what Onpassive is and what it's all about, apart from the webinars. So Onpassive has a YouTube channel that has over 1.4 thousand videos, and it has over 525,000 subscribers on it. And it is allegedly their official YouTube channel. I don't know who's in charge of running it, however. I don't know if like Ash is the one posting, Bill Must. Is it run by O Media? You would think it would probably be run by O Media. But they don't really say. They just kind of promote Onpassive in their About section. And their community tab is full, absolutely full of these types of posts. They have this one that says, the vast applications of IoT technologies connect objects to humans or each other via the internet. Read about the advanced integration that enhances performance monitoring and environmental control remotely. And then they say, click to know more. And they leave you a blog to read. And it's hashtag Onpassive, hashtag blog, hashtag Onpassive blog, hashtag blog post, hashtag IoT, hashtag technology, hashtag IoT solutions. So a lot of hashtags. And then we get 2024's top 9 IoT applications. And I'm not really sure what that has to do with Onpassive, but they seem to think it has a lot to do with them. And for those that don't know what IoT means, it stands for Internet of Things. I know, it seems like a techie term, and then it just means Internet of Things. It's kind of funny to me. And it describes devices with sensors, processing ability, software, and other technologies that connect and exchange data with other devices and systems over the internet or other communication networks. The Internet of Things encompasses electronics, communication, and computer science engineering. Internet of Things has been considered a misnomer because devices do not need to be connected to the public internet. They only need to be connected to a network and be individually addressable. So that's what it means, But I don't know why Onpassive is constantly promoting all this tech stuff. We've seen their technology. It's pretty basic. Internet of Things, yeah, even my washing machine can be plugged into the internet. Yeah. He wants to pressure leaders, which is not going to do any good. At least I don't think it will. Honest critic. He wants Onpassive to turn legit so badly, but then knows it's a scam. Yeah. So then they have this post. And of course, they're still promoting OConnect as often as possible, right? So it says, OConnect gives you countless choices with its interface and features. And I'm like, not really, but okay. Subscribe to OConnect today. And then they leave you this like O-Trim link to just subscribe to OConnect. And then look at these hashtags, okay? So we're talking about OConnect, right? Now, go through these hashtags with me. Hashtag OConnect. Hashtag Onpassive. Hashtag Cricket Team. Hashtag the future of internet. Hashtag virtual conference platform. Hashtag Cricket Fever. Hashtag online meeting platform. Hashtag Onpassive ecosystem. Hashtag Cricket fans. Hashtag meetings. Hashtag IPL. And then we have this Cricket ad that says, never run out of options. Try OConnect now. And it shows Cricket. And it's like, okay, Onpassive has nothing to do with cricket. Cricket is a sport. It is big on that side of the world. Yes. Good to see you, Chris. But Onpassive has nothing to do with it. It doesn't have anything to do with the broadcasting of it. It doesn't have anything to do with it whatsoever. And it looks like they're trying to say that it's their OConnect based on the emojis on the screen there. And, they're talking about OConnect. They're saying try OConnect now. And I'm like, well, they're not playing cricket on OConnect. So what are we doing? And it's like they're trying to trick you. It's manipulative marketing. So for some people that maybe don't keep up with cricket, they might think that maybe now Onpassive is sponsoring the cricket. You know what I mean? Onpassive is trying to plug itself into anything they think is popular. Exactly. If you hashtag it, you'll be seen by the multitude of fans, like if he hashtags FIFA World Cup. Yes, but at least with the FIFA World Cup, they were sponsoring beIN Sports. So I was like, they're lying a little bit about how they're sponsoring the FIFA World Cup, but they were at least sponsoring beIN Sports. I haven't heard anything about even that lately. And they're not really saying that they're sponsoring it, they're just using it in their marketing. So I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to just hashtag, like you guys are saying, anything that's popular. At this point, it doesn't even matter if they're connected to it or not. They're just like, oh, people like cricket right now. Cricket is going on. Let's use cricket in our ad. And I don't find that to be a good marketing strategy. Not in this way. You could do that, I guess, but if your product could actually be used, if you're selling a cricket bat, that would be wonderful. I feel like they were trying to fake everyone out with the Cricket World Cup like they tried with the Soccer World Cup. Well, see, that's what I'm wondering, right? I'm kind of like, what was going on? They weren't sponsoring beIN Sports. They bought some ads on beIN Sports, and that was it. They still had sponsorship on there, though. Like, they were still connected to it. There was some kind of a connection. In this case, there's not even a connection. Like, they're not doing anything for it. So I'm like, why are we just using it? Like, what is that doing? I'm sorry you have to find out this way. Onpassive did not partner with FIFA. They just bought ad time on beIN Sports. Yes. So technically, it's like they sponsored the beIN Sports. Their ad spot helped pay so that beIN Sports could stream the FIFA World Cup. It is what it was, right? It's kind of like how you would have bought ads with FIFA, although instead they went through beIN Sports, which is the platform, especially in that area, where they stream all of those events. I don't know what the big sports streaming platform is, even though I probably should, because I'm sure my husband watches it. But, like, it's like their version, They can't even sponsor a local cricket team. No, right? So I was like, it's a little bit bizarre. It's just a little bit bizarre. Like, they're like, never run out of options. Haha, we have a pun. Kind of goes with cricket. Let's use cricket in our ad. And I'm like, that was weird. Then they have this one. Social media spam and its impact on online platforms are complex. Learn about organizations' challenges and strategies for combating such activities with the help of machine learning. And I'm like, okay, but your social media is just Onet, which is a bunch of Onpassive people that are just promoting Onpassive products and Onpassive to each other when they're all already in Onpassive. But okay. Of course, they say learn more, leave another blog, and then it goes hashtag social media, hashtag spam, which is funny because I'm like, I would consider this to be spam, hashtag spam protection, hashtag secure social media, hashtag machine learning, hashtag artificial intelligence, hashtag blog post, hashtag Onpassive. And the picture that they used for this looks like this. And that doesn't even look like Onet. That looks more like Instagram that they're showing us on this screen here. But there is nothing that would make me think that Onet is secure. Right? Their site uses cookies, even Onet does. There's no warning. And then not only that, but I wouldn't trust ONet at all to not be hacked or anything of the sort. There tends to be malware, you know? Chris says it looks like warnings to stay away from ONet and Onpassive, right? You know? It does look like that. That's the advice I would give about ONet, you know? It's fried spam. Hashtag fried spam. But it's just funny because, like, they're spamming it. There's nothing that says this is secure. Yet here they are again saying, oh, this is a secure thing. You should come use this instead of Facebook and Instagram. And they're not even close. Not even close to any of those apps. Like I said, they're not even in the same country as the race in this tech race, okay? Then they have this one. Predict user devices and locations with OTrim. It provides insights that help you understand your audience's behavior. Register here on Onpassive.com. And then hashtag Onpassive, hashtag OTrim, hashtag Cricket Team, again, hashtag the future of internet, hashtag Cricket Fever, hashtag Cricket Fans, hashtag IPL, hashtag Link Shortener, hashtag Link Trim, hashtag Analytics, hashtag AI, hashtag Device Analytics. We know they use a lot of hashtags in MLMs, but Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Chris says a hacker would only get the profiles of the 5 Indian guys who think ONet is better than Facebook. Right? Do they even know what OTrim does? That sounds more like OTracker. Thank you for saying that, because I was just about to say, the way that they've been describing OTrim lately, it allegedly does everything that OTracker does. So I feel like, I'm like, okay, so then why would you need OTracker? OTrim is supposed to just trim the URLs, right? OTracker is supposed to be what you use to be able to protect user devices and locations and understand the behavior. It tracks, like, who clicks on your link and who your audience is, basically. So is OTrim now tracking? Is there a point in having 2 different products? Because I've said this before, that it would be better if these 2 things were just one. You know? And then you had the choice to either trim the URL or not trim it, kind of deal. But you put it in to track it, and then you could at the same time be like, do I want to trim it or not trim it? And it would make more sense. And the way that they've been promoting this lately, and the way Marty even talks about it all the time, sounds like it's turning into the same thing. I guess you can track where the OTrim is used or how often people click the link. But again, they should really just make all of that happen in OTrim. Call it OTrack Trim if they want to. I've never seen the point in having 2 different products for this, because OTrim by itself doesn't seem like it's even a product. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I get to trim the URL and then see who clicks on it. It sounds like it would be a better extension to me of OTracker. So maybe they should just do that. Hashtag STD, hashtag STI, hashtag VD, hashtag Tiny Digger condoms, hashtag Tiny Digger diapers. Hey Mark, good to see you. You're back from a quick glass of wine or 3 with the lady? That's nice. Hi Violet, good to see you. I just responded to your email, by the way. So they did it again with the Cricket, although this time it's for OTrim. Okay, and I have a harder time seeing what Cricket has to do with trimming down your URLs. At least when they used the cricket to promote OConnect, I was like, okay, well, maybe they're kind of, like you guys said, going for the same thing that they did with beIN Sports. But with the O Trim, I'm like, I don't understand. Why would they need this for cricket? It just seems very bizarre. So it just goes to show that, again, I think they're just trying to jump onto anything that's trendy and then try to use that in their promotional material. It's funny how these ads don't relate to anything Onpassive can do, right? Cricket matches can last 4 days. Sounds like they could use some trimming. The matches need to be trimmed. I don't know if O-Trim does that, though. Then they have this one again, where they go, the cutting-edge AI-powered URL shortener revolutionizes how you engage with your audience online. And I'm like, not really. Like, it just shortens the URL. If it's a really long URL and it's annoying to type out, maybe then you can use it, but it doesn't really revolutionize how you engage. It tells you to register at onpassive.com, and then they go, hashtag onpassive, hashtag otrim, hashtag link shortener, hashtag the future of internet, hashtag brand presence. I'm like, okay. Hashtag QR code, hashtag IPL, hashtag experience, hashtag link trim, hashtag analytics, hashtag AI, hashtag device analytics. We should see what other companies use hashtag the future of internet. Probably several. And then it says, why is O-Trim the smart choice? But they don't really tell us. I mean, they say that it revolutionizes how you engage with your audience online. I mean, is that the answer? Is that the answer? Because I feel like this doesn't do it for me. Then we have exciting news for businesses worldwide. The CRM market is poised for unprecedented growth. This significant expansion underscores the vital role of customer relationship management, CRM, systems. Hashtag Onpassive, hashtag CRM, hashtag CRM tools, hashtag facts, hashtag market growth, hashtag global markets. And then they do it again. So they say from 2024 to 2030, CRM market is expected to grow by 76 billion. And what they're trying to do here is imply that they'll be able to make 76 billion, except that's the whole market. So you can't look at the entire market and how the market is going to grow and then assume that your company is going to take over that market and be the only place that money goes into in the market. But it's like a little trick they're trying to do to be like, see, you'll make a lot of money with us. I think they're asking others since they don't know. They don't know the answer. So they're like, guys, why are we here selling this? Then we have this one. Challenge your expertise with our quiz contest. Ooh. Drop your answers in the comments. Good way to get engagement, I guess. Hashtag Onpassive. Hashtag quiz contest. Hashtag quiz challenge. Hashtag comment now. Hashtag the future of internet. Hashtag AI. Imagine you're somebody that's like really into quizzes. You love quizzes. So you go and you look up the hashtag quiz contest. And then you're just met with this. Like, you'd be pissed. You'd be like, this isn't a quiz. This is a fucking marketing ad. And they say, what is the main purpose of a robotics actuator? And I'm like, well, what does it matter? It's not like you're using it. But anyway, they want this to be their quiz. So A, to process data. B, to convert signals into motion. C, to sense the environment. Or D, none of the above. They pay $125 per month to play trivia with Marty. I guess this is their practice for that then, right? But what do you guys think the answer is? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to answer. Cricket can be a 5-day test where you could just reach a draw. The 5 days feel painfully and endlessly long. It's not my favorite, despite me being Canadian and it allegedly being one of our favorite games. It's not my favorite. I don't find it fun to watch at all. But that's just me. If you do, you're good. Joe says D, none of the above. Joe says it's D. Or he's just telling me I need some D. I don't know which one it is. I think he's saying none of the above, though. So if you don't know, Mark says the quiz is trying to make Onpassive look like a serious company. No one cares. Stupid questions and irrelevant to Onpassive anyway. Exactly. I'm like, but you don't use this. A cricket match seems longer than Ash trying to bring this monstrosity to market. Oh, God. It feels like 6 years. You have no idea. And do you know what? You're supposed to have no idea or be confused. And the answer is hashtag. Hashtag. You're supposed to be confused because they didn't really word it properly. I guess what they're going for is for the answer to be B, to convert signals into motion. I don't know. But actuators are essential devices in robotics and widely common, particularly for industrial applications, which again is why I'm like, Onpassive isn't going to be doing this. Actuation is the process of conversion of energy to mechanical form. An actuator is a hardware device that accomplishes this conversion. It converts a controller command signal into a change in a physical parameter. So that's why I'm like, I think that they want you to say it's B, but if I was to describe what it does, I wouldn't say it converts signals into motion. I would say it converts energy to mechanical form, or it converts controller command signals into a change in physical parameter. So, like, even when they do things like this, I always find them to be just a little bit off. And I'm like, I don't know. Are they trying to make it a trick question? Or do they just fuck up the answer? You know? Cricket is a big sport in the UK, but it's like watching paint dry. I find baseball boring too, though. But that's just me. So I don't know. But then they have this one. And this one kind of pissed me off. Even though, you know, most sports I find boring. I do enjoy me some basketball. I like basketball. And this one here that was just posted like a couple days ago now says John Robert Wooden was an American basketball coach. Wasn't he the Wizard of... Hold on. John Robert Wooden. Am I insane? Yeah, Wizard of Westwood. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I had to look that up and just make sure before I opened my big mouth. Wizard of Westwood. That's what he was called. And he was a player who always wanted to motivate people to give their best. Okay? And it says hashtag Monday motivational quote. Yes, you are insane. I know I'm insane. But he was called that, I promise. Hashtag motivational quotes of the day, which they've never done quotes of the day. So I'm like, why are you all of a sudden doing quotes of the day? If you did this every day, that would be okay, cool, I get it. Quotes of the day. But it's like when you're just randomly posting up quotes like this, it's weird to be like, quote of the day. I know we only do this once a week, but here's our quote of the day. Like, you know. Then it's hashtag John Robert Wooden, hashtag Onpassive, and then hashtag quotes of the day, you know, and hashtag motivation. And then they do this. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. John R. Wooden. Now, he probably did say that. He probably did. But I don't think he would want to be used in Onpassive. And the thing is that John here passed away in 2010. Now, he was 99 years old. So he had a very long, fulfilling life. Known as very inspirational in this sport. Highly regarded. You know, like everybody likes this person. So it would be really great if scams like Onpassive wouldn't take his quotes and his face now that he's gone and post it up with their scams. It just irked me. Just irked me a little bit, you know? A little too fresh. People are still kind of upset about this, you know? Just saying. If they're big basketball fans, that you know, and they're not going to want to see this. I think that most people would be like, could you not do that? It's really, really cringe when these scams take quotes of people that have passed on. And then they're like, oh, they're talking about my scam. The man died before your scam was in existence. All right? When he said this, it definitely had nothing to do with Onpassive or anything Onpassive related. So it just looks really like you're taking somebody that's highly regarded that's passed away and then using them to promote your scam. And I don't think that there's any way that you could do that and be classy about it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think you should do that. And I think that if his family saw this, they would be quite upset, and I wouldn't blame them. And they could come after you and say, kindly remove that. All right, I've looked into you. You're being sued by the SEC for $108 million. John would not have wanted anything to do with this. Would have been dead against it. This is not what he meant, you know? Just don't do that. And that ends our segment of Onpassive posts. Now, those were just the posts posted up by the Onpassive YouTube channel. So the Onpassive YouTube channel is kind of where everybody looks to, right, to see what can I promote? How do I make my promotional materials? So I thought it was important for you to kind of get an idea on, you know, what they're basing all of their stuff on before we went further and dove into some very fun promotional videos that they've been releasing as of late. Because I got a whole bunch of them here. A whole bunch of them to do with you. So the first one that I have, give me a second. I've got to pull it up. The first one is called Onpassive Many Income Streams Why? And it is one of the most recent ones. I believe it was just released within the last couple days. And it's a John White and Bill Must production. Of course.
Income streams. Why? Meaning of income stream is a regular supply of money that comes from something such as an investment or a business.
So already we have bad English. It's AI, right? It's like just an AI person reading. And it's way too fast. And then remember, a lot of the people that are watching this promotional material, English is not their first language. So it would be way, way too fast for them.
This income provides steady income streams. What are the 7 streams of income?
Little interesting to start doing ads about 7 streams of income while everyone's been waiting to get their commission since September of last year, you know.
Understanding
7 streams of income that I feel like have just been sprung on us just now.
7 income streams. The most written about income streams typically include earned income, profit income, interest income, dividend income, rental income, capital gains, and royalties. How many streams of income do I need?
Wait, so you meant the 7 income streams in general, not the 7 ways that you can make income with Onpassive? Oh, okay then.
How many income streams should you have? You can have as many income streams as you want, but the right number for you will depend on your goals and current resources. If you don't have a lot of time to devote to establishing many income streams, it may make sense to only have a few until you can free up time.
So is the goal of Onpassive to have people with several different things giving them income? Because it hasn't seemed that way.
What are revenue streams in marketing? Revenue streams are the various sources from which a business earns money from the sale of goods or the provision of services. Advertising, a revenue stream. Advertisement-based. An advertising revenue model is a popular type of revenue model. The main source of income is generated by displaying advertisements. In this model, your company sells advertising space to other businesses or brands who want to advertise with your customer base and users.
So are you claiming that Onpassive is going to be doing this? How will they be doing this? Are they going to do it after they release ODomain and people have like Onpassive domains? And then they'll make people put ads on their web pages? And what will the ads be? Will they just be Onpassive ads? Or like I said, are you providing this service for other people to buy ad space?
What are revenue income examples? Types of revenue include the sale of goods, products, or merchandise, the sale of services such as consulting, rental income from a commercial property. Notice the use of income. Is social media a revenue stream? The findings reveal that across 6 major social media platforms,
that do not include anything to do with ONet, by the way. ONet was not one of these social media platforms.
2022 annual advertising revenue from youth users ages 0-17 years is nearly $11 billion.
Excuse me, you said 17 years old? I would hope that would be too young to join Onpassive, except unfortunately we're signing up unborn babies still, aren't we?
Approximately 30-40% of the advertising revenue generated from 3 social media platforms is attributable to young people. What is the difference between revenue and revenue stream? Revenue source.
Violet says, gambling on Onpassive is not an income stream. Funny you say that. They actually say you have a bigger chance winning in gambling than you do in an MLM company. So gambling is actually a better income stream than Onpassive. Like going to the casino, which I don't want to tell you to do that. Don't do that, by the way. I don't find either of them to be good. But based on statistics, people get paid out more from gambling than they do in MLM. So what does that tell you, you know? What does that tell you? What the hell is the purpose of these videos? Most founders don't understand this, nor do they care. They just paid money to make guaranteed passive income. Exactly. We have to start asking ourselves, who are these videos for? Right? Are these videos being made to reach the public, people that are not yet in Onpassive, and pique their interest and get them interested in coming over, finding out more information, joining possibly, or buying the products and using these products, especially OConnect, right? Or are these ads being made for the people that are already joined? I think it's important to ask ourselves that as we watch each one. Like, which one do you think this one is, for example? And it sounds like this one might be trying to appeal to the outside people, but at the same time, like, would it do that? So while you're also thinking of who it's supposed to be made for, think of if it, like, what the purpose is and if it will work. Would you seeing this ad get you to go over to onpassive.com? You know, if you were just hanging out and this ad popped up, like ads do on my videos, let's say, right? Let's say they got it on YouTube as one of the ads in the AdSense program somehow, right? Like, would you seeing this randomly as your normal self be intrigued and be like, I should go check out what this is? Would it work?
A single revenue stream is a company's revenue source. A company can have multiple revenue sources, which can come from different products, services, or investments.
Okay.
Income stream. Income stream is another term for revenue stream, but not all revenue is income. What are the three main types of revenue models? Common revenue models include subscription, licensing, and markup. The revenue model helps businesses determine their revenue generation strategies, such as which revenue source to prioritize, understanding target customers, and how to price their products.
All things that Onpassive and Ash do not understand. Halp says, yes, but I think actual product-less pyramid schemes are supposed to have higher payouts than MLMs. But I think Ash isn't really running either because he's not paying out. He's just running a good old-fashioned take the money and run theft ring, in my honest opinion. The three stooges watch this to get pumped for their lives when they need to lie their heads off. They actually did say that, didn't they? They did. I think the purpose of the ads is to pacify the founders and give them affirmation that they are in an important company. I think a lot of them are.
What are multiple revenue streams? If you're
Like in this one, they're trying to do that and talk about all the different ways that you can make a revenue. And I find it ballsy because they know people are on the edges of their seat waiting for these commissions and have been. But at the same time, it's supposed to be almost like a hush-hush, guys. Because look at all the ways you could make money here in future, you know?
new to this, having multiple streams of income just means that you have income from several different sources.
And now they're explaining it to us like we're really fucking stupid. Don't you love it when things do that?
What is the most common revenue stream? Transaction revenue streams. This type is considered the most common one, as this revenue stream is generated by sales operations. If you sell any goods or services on a single-time basis, that's a transaction revenue stream. Most retail, wholesale, and e-commerce businesses rely on this type of revenue stream.
That's why it's the biggest one. Thanks for that.
How many types of revenue streams are there? Out of the 4 revenue streams discussed, recurring revenue is the most predictable income to a business because it is expected that the cash inflow remains consistent with a stable customer base. How do you identify revenue streams? Here are 3 factors to consider when choosing your revenue stream. Value proposition. Your revenue stream should connect with your value proposition.
The way that they're explaining this is like so quick that if you're not paying attention to every single word, you are going to miss everything that they're saying.
Market. Your customer base and market fit will determine your revenue streams.
But see, okay, again though, how are we supposed to have control over that if Onpassive is an all-done-for-you system? Like, why is this now our problem, you know? I just beat people up on the street and take all of their money.
Competitors. Analyze how your competition generates revenue. How many streams?
See, this is what I mean. Onpassive is not even looking at their competition realistically in any way, shape, or form. I mean, all you would have to do to know that is hear how Ash and Marty and Chris and them talk about, like, the tech industry. They seem to think that they've shown up with these amazing products that blow all the other ones out of the water. Like, they don't even know what else is out there and the features that they have, how much they cost, anything. So it's like they won't be able to do any of this. You know?
Streams of income does the average millionaire have? 7 streams of income. That's where the concept of having multiple streams of income comes into play. The average millionaire has 7.
So you guys are like, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So if we have 7 streams of income, we'll be a millionaire. Sometimes cause and effect don't connect like that.
Streams of income. How does Onpassive stack up with revenue streams? Onpassive has 5 digital products that have been developed. There are
Okay, but only one of them costs money. Like, you only have one paid product. One product that you gotta buy. Tracker, like I said, it's like in this weird phase right now where they're all like, you have to buy it in order to use these services. And then there's no way to fucking buy it. No price on it. No nothing. So it's just kind of like sitting there, which is also why I don't understand. They keep releasing Tracker videos and talking about it on Passive's community tab. It's like, can't do anything, you know? But you guys have one product. So when you say we have 5 products, like, you have to also mention that only one of them can provide any kind of income. Otherwise, it sounds like you're trying to say that those 5 products are going to bring people income, and that's not what's going to happen.
are gifts to the people who register to take a tour of Onpassive. Each of the 3 free products is a multi-million-dollar industry that, if they were for sale to the public, would be streams of income for early bird affiliates and new affiliates.
Says who? Says who? That is so untrue, it's not even funny. The 3 free products they're talking about is O-Net, O-Mail, and O-Trim. Nobody is going to pay. People don't even want to pay for a check mark on X, Twitter, Zitter right now. All right? People don't want to pay to use Facebook. People don't want to pay to use Instagram. Nobody's going to want to pay for O-Net. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, ever. You might be able to sucker the O founders into paying for it, but I can tell you right now, the general public is never going to want to pay for a social media app when there are numerous free ones. TikTok, you don't got to pay for. Like, I could go on all day about all of the social media apps that are free to use out there. So you can't make these crazy statements that O-Net would be a multi-million-dollar industry on its own. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. The end. That one, no. Now let's look at O-Mail. Again, same problem. You can use Outlook for free. You can use Gmail for free. There's a bazillion of them. There's probably even more email clients than social media, okay? It's ridiculous. We've had email. That was one of the first things to ever be created. It was websites, forums, and emails. That's all the internet was for the first several years. All right? That's all it was. So it's like one of the very first things. So just think of like how many of them there would be. You know what I'm saying? It's just multiplied every year since. Like, there's so many, and so many of them that are like trusted, that people know that they're not going to switch over. O-Trim, again, like I said earlier, it's barely a product. Like, it just trims down URLs. That I don't know how that would be $1 million or a multi-million-dollar industry. You wouldn't even make 1 million, never mind multi-millions off that. These 3 things together are not even a multi-million-dollar industry on its own. Even with the O-Connect, you know, have you made multi-million dollars off of people wanting to use it? No. You made money off of it because you basically had to force everyone that paid to be an O founder into buying it. Because even some of them didn't want to. So, like, where do you get this idea from? You can't just say these things in your marketing. This is false advertising. All right, now I feel like I gotta go send this to tina.org. Like, what is this?
But don't despair or worry about that, because those 3 products are places where customers buy advertising space on the social media platform called Onet and the email provider Omail.
And there it is. So apparently, brand new news, just finding this out now, apparently they're going to be selling ad spaces for Onet and Omail. Now people will really be pissed off when they use it. Because the only good thing about it was that there were no ads. Okay? That was it. That was the only selling point they had left. Was if you don't want ads, you could cut. I was like, that's really the only thing they could really say. But here we are. We are going to be doing ads on them. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Does anyone have to pay for... I don't know what that is. But I don't know. Probably not as much as they would have to pay to be a non-passive, though, if they do pay for it. That's another thing, is that even the spaces out here that you have to pay for, they're cheaper. Like, you know? Alex Jones will buy ad space, maybe. Ads for tiny dinger diapers. So now when you go on Onet, you're going to see a whole bunch of ads. And then also those 5 Indian guys just constantly posting up their selfie and all about Onpassive. Yay!
That is advertising revenue that Onpassive will share with its affiliates.
How are you going to share that with your affiliates? Like what, you're going to give every single person in Onpassive like 0.05% of the ad revenue? Seems a little silly. We need to stop going there. Stop going to Onpassive.
Stop going there.
Like, could you imagine though, you're using Onet and you start getting ads? I'd be so mad.
See, we said don't worry, be happy. The 2 digital products that are to be sold to the public are a video conferencing platform that is staggeringly superior to the other 29 video conferencing platforms now in.
Okay, first of all, there's more than 29. So, you fucked that up. And secondly, you cannot just continuously say that it's superior without it being superior and without you listing off the ways in which it's superior. So if you're going to make marketing material claiming it's superior, you're also going to have to tell us what about it is superior. Again, you just make these big, bold statements with nothing to back it up. I could tell you why it's not superior. It's 3 times the price. It barely works where it'll be buffering. People will join your meeting and jump up on the screen when you don't want them to. The features slow everything down when you try to use it. The virtual backgrounds suck. I can continue. You know, like, I have a whole list. I just came up with that off the top of my head just now. And, like, so you got to come with some reasons why it's superior. You don't even have, like I said, the one selling point. I still don't know what it is. Usually companies have that one big selling point that their product has that nobody else has. This is what makes it special. All you guys have is, it comes from Onpassive. Ash is behind it. Mr. Ash Mufareh is behind it. Yet nobody gives a fuck. Alright, people are going to be like, who the hell's that? I don't fucking care. He's not a household name. I know he likes to think he's up there with like Elon Musk and shit because he has like 3 content creators that have talked about him. So he thinks he's famous. But no, like nobody knows who he is. You tell most people, yeah, you should join this because Ash Mufareh made it. Again, they're going to be like, who? Like what? That means nothing.
that industry. QoK is above market value and the cost is substantially lower and have more features.
QoK is above market value and the cost is substantially lower. Jesus fucking Christ, my life. You see what I have to deal with? That sentence in itself is an oxymoron. And whoever wrote it is an even bigger moron. Okay? We've already gone through this. But Jesus Christ.
Than any other. The best analytics tool on the market in QoTracker, which will be the second product for sale to the public. Those are 2 streams of income generated by Onpassive to be shared with affiliates. There are 3 more digital products completed and waiting to be released.
Oh, what? Why are you throwing that in our face all of a sudden at the end of April? Are we supposed to be excited about that now because you only released like 3 new features on QoK all month? When did Ash say that there's 3 more digital products that are completed and waiting to be released? I know he's said it many times in the past. Hell, he's claimed all 50 of them are done. And he's just like hiding them from us for some fucking reason. Never explained why. Or why that would be like a fun marketing move or anything. But like, as of this very moment, we have not been told by him that he will be releasing 3 products that are completed soon. We have just been told that hopefully by mid-May, people will get their commissions. And he won't have to keep extending the QoK. Nothing about any new products. But apparently now John White and Bill Musk have put it out there. So now guess what, Ash? You better come up with these three more digital products that are completed and waiting to be released and sold, apparently, as another income stream generated by Onpassive. I mean, they announced it first.
Looks like more than 7 streams of income, more digital products and solutions have been completed and are ready to be sold to the public.
Again, news to everyone, but get on it, Ash. Has Julia's tech support? Poor Julie's back there with Raymond in a shed just watching us going, oh my god, now we have to have 3 of them done? We're not even done the new QoK.
We are just on the surface of what Onpassive is doing. This is just digital products and solutions. Did you know Onpassive has physical products? Yes, physical products.
Did it just mess up on us? Why did it mess up on us? I cannot see the video right now. It went blank. And I don't know why.
Many incomes have more features than any other. The best analytics tool on the market in QoTracker, which will be the second product for sale to the public. Those are 2 streams of income generated by Onpassive to be shared with affiliates. There are 3 more digital products completed and waiting to be released. Looks like more than 7 streams of income, more digital.
So, 3 products ready to be released, 2 products that have been released, and then AdSense. That is 6 streams of income, isn't it? Where was the 7th one? Did I miss it?
Digital products and solutions have been completed and are ready to be sold to the public. We are just on the surface of what Onpassive is doing. This is just digital products and solutions. Did you know Onpassive has physical products? Yes, physical products and other things.
What are the physical products? I don't even know where to go to buy the merch so that I can have a cool hat. And then I can match Marty and Chris in red. Like, Jesus. I search Amazon for physical products all the time. I just want anything physical. You like search up physical products and it sends you a bunch of picture of like exercise stuff and dildos.
What is recurring payments? Name suggests the payments within a recurring revenue stream are ongoing or coming in on a regular basis. Those are typically fees for some continuing services, including the following: subscriptions and memberships, charging.
Which is basically what you're doing. You guys are charging subscription membership fees to use your products,
a recurring fee for access to a product or service. Some examples are regular merchandise delivery, e.g. magazines, beauty products, meals, etc.
which they don't do, as we've pointed out. They don't even have like a merch shop.
Gym passes, streaming video services, online storage space, advertising, selling advertising space on either online platforms or offline media resources, affiliate marketing, promoting other products or resources, or referring customers to
Physical products and other things? What is other things that are non-physical? Yeah, like, should we be worried about that? You know, we should maybe be worried. Alp says, yeah, that's more along the lines of what I was thinking, Joe. Queen just went wild with it like always. You can always expect me to take it to 100. Hello, Jelly Snack. Good to see you. See, like, the only thing they're really doing here is affiliate marketing and MLM marketing. They're trying to make it sound like they're doing 7 different things.
them for a fee or commission. Even though any of these revenue types can be single payment or canceled at any time, they mostly imply generating a fairly consistent income flow. That's why recurring revenue streams
I always like it when companies are like, don't worry, you can cancel at any time. It always gives me the impression that they know a bunch of people are going to want to.
are usually the most stable, predictable, and manageable. What to know how you can become an affiliate? Go to onpassive.com and register to receive 3 free gifts that have been mentioned and get a 14-day free trial of OConnect.
Now there are 3 free gifts. Great gift. So yeah, that's one of the newest ones, and we found out some new information in that one. But like I said, apparently there's 3 products that are about to be released. You know, so get ready for that. I don't even know if Ash was aware of that. The next one that I have for us is called ONET, your ultimate social media destination. Because, you know, they're going to sell ads on there now, so we got to learn more about it. I think it's important. All in one.
Welcome to ONET. It is the ultimate social media platform designed.
No, it's not. I would say that Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok are. Even some people would consider YouTube to be. Like, ONET, not even in the running of this race again. Completely different country.
With a plethora of special features to enhance your online experience and bring people together like never before. Let us understand some of its features and see how.
So the features are things like clubs. Like, yeah, you could have clubs. Schedule posts, which you can do on all social media. Podcasts, which I'm like, would that be Connect? Anyway. And then blogs. Oh yeah, the blogs. ONET is garbage. It is.
They work. Clubs feature provides a space for.
It is true. They run their business with a bunch of Facebook groups, right? But they don't use the clubs at ONET. So you would think that they would do that. You know, if it's so great.
Like-minded individuals to connect, share experiences, and build a community around shared interests. To avail this feature, log in to ONET. Click on Clubs and then on Create Club, write the name of your club in club title.
They're giving us a whole tutorial.
Select a category. You can
I'm
write a
excited.
description for better understanding of your club.
To create a community of student filmmakers and film lovers. I doubt anyone has that
You can invite
club.
friends whom you want to join a club. You can keep it as a public club, or
So in order to have a club on here, though, then all of your friends would also have to have ONET. But the only other people on ONET are other founders, for fuck's sakes, right? So, like, you can only have clubs of people in Onpassive.
you can personalize it with a private option. You can upload a photo for the profile picture of the club,
Wow.
or you can drag and drop The last step is to click on Create, and your club will be created. Schedule
Cool.
posts. Effortlessly manage your online presence with the Schedule Posts feature. To enjoy this,
Again, this is not for the public, right? ONET is not like Facebook, Instagram, etc., where it goes out into the public. It's like its own little echo chamber. Hello, Takara. ONET is mind-blowing. Mike Ellis, by the way. Because he is Mike Ellis, by the way.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
He loves it. You can have a club called Foot Lovers across the world. Yeah. Maybe Nicola would join Onpassive just to be a part of it. At least then one person would join Onpassive for a reason.
feature, go to the homepage of ONET.
I don't know
Click on
anyone
Schedule
else who
Post,
would for any
select the
reason.
date and time, and save it. The post will reflect on your page at the scheduled time. Podcasts. Immerse yourself in the world of audio content with the Podcast feature. Go the home
With the Parcast feature.
page of ONET, click on More, and then on Podcast. Here, you can see a wide array of podcasts and share your ideas by clicking on Create Podcast. Write the name
I mean, I'm known to listen to some podcasts, but I've never listened to a Parcast. Maybe we need ONET so we can listen to some Parcasts.
of your podcast on audio name. You can select a category and your preferred language. Then you can either upload the audio or drag and drop it to the Add Audio section. Write a description
Awesome! And then I can have a Parcast.
about the podcast in the description.
Podcast!
You can add any image for the thumbnail of the podcast by clicking on Add
Those
Thumbnail.
lowers.
You can check all the given information by clicking on Preview. Finally, by clicking on Publish, you can share the podcast with your
We're going to have an anti-on-passive club. Call it off-passive.
network.
I like it.
Blogs. Share your ideas with the world through the Blogs feature. And engage with a global audience. To experience this feature,
It's not a
go to the home
global audience, though. I mean, okay, it technically is, because there's people from all over the world, like, using ONET in their mind, because they've signed up people in all 5,000 countries on our flat earth to be a part of Onpassive, right? But again, this isn't a public platform. The only people that can see the post in this are other people in ONET. So it's not technically global in the sense that when you post on ONET, the whole world can see it. If I post public on the other social media apps and I throw some hashtags on there, especially if I throw some hashtags, right? Anyone will see it if they look under that hashtag. They could even find it probably on Google Images or something. Like, you know what I mean? Especially with my A-logs. They'll post it somewhere to complain about it, probably. But, like, when you post on ONET, only the people that are a part of Onpassive, that are actively on ONET, which isn't even all the people in Onpassive, by the way, as we keep saying, there's not many, they're the only ones seeing it. So you're not really posting to, like, a global audience in that sense. You know what I mean? I wish they would get hashtags working on ONET and then stop extending. Could start trending on ONET. That would be funny, actually. They should. Not to side with Ash, but I don't think I've ever heard him claim the earth was flat. So that was just slander. If y'all want to learn about hashtags, you can watch the Roblin Live from last night, where you learned about hashtags. You don't think he's had many mind-blowing experiences? Probably not.
page of ONET.
Right, either.
Then click on Blogs. Here, you can access the blogs and draft your ideas by clicking Create Blog. And
Again, then only the people that are in Onpassive on ONET can read your blog. It's not even as good as posting, like, the Onpassive blog, you know?
share your own ideas by clicking on Create Podcast and the content in the description. You can
Okay.
also add an image for your blog. You can
Oh,
either
wow.
save it as a draft or post it
Only one image? Can I only add one image, or can I add several?
by clicking on Publish.
Only one? That
ONET is
sucks.
shaping modern social networking with AI-powered technology. Be a part of
Do you think that, like, the other social media apps are not using AI technology? I'm just wondering.
the revolution and join ONET for free. For more information, visit onpassive.com.
Oh my God, imagine if you had to pay for ONET. You'd be so mad. So that was their most recent one on the ONET, on the ONET one. I think next we're going to watch one that was very, very fun. Very fun for me indeed. And that's because they kind of do it again, where they make it look like they're promoting something that I don't believe that they're actually a part of. Joe, good to see you. He says, Mark Zuckerberg must be quaking in his boots. He's horrified. He's horrified. So this one was posted up a few weeks ago or so. And it's interesting. We're racing. Oh. Fancy cars. Who I like the fancy cars. Interesting music choice. Yeah. You know they did this to get Elon Musk quaking in his boots. Very powerful. It's very powerful. Wow, look at all the cars. Like all the cars now. We got the car cafe. I was like 19 when Tokyo Drift came out. And yeah, it's Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, and then everyone that I knew all of a sudden was a drag racer in my city. It was fabulous. I think that is. All right, so we have Cars, Pirelli, Onpassive, Lockton, and the Cars Cafe. And then Supercars, Malise. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm very sorry. Where are the 12-inch Onpassive magnets? This is nothing but an eggplant raising stunt video for the Four Amigos. So this was posted and I got interested because I didn't know this, but apparently in Dubai and areas like that, they have actual fancy car clubs. Okay? And these fancy car clubs put on like car shows. We have car shows here. I'm assuming you guys have car shows there where people can come with their fancy cars and kind of put them on display. And the public comes and looks at it and, you know, congratulates them on how fancy their car is. And maybe they win some prizes for souping up their cars and whatnot. But out there, they take it to like another level. It's a big, huge thing. And there's even like these clubs that you can join if you have these fancy cars. So I went looking. I wanted to go looking. And I wanted to see. So as we can see, this Welcome to Supercars Majlis thing, it's basically a club that you join if you have a very expensive, fancy car. You can come, you pay a membership, and then through that membership, you actually get to go to several different events and several different, you have several different, special things that you can do. One of them is actually the car cafe, which I'll show you as well. So I went looking because I was like, okay, Onpassive is using this as an ad. They've included Onpassive on it, like it's an ad. They're once again saying that they're a part of this. So I even went to the Cars Cafe. Okay, and it's another sort of like club that you can join, but they also run a little cafe. People kind of go and meet up there. And again, it's like a club. So you have all the things that you would with a club. They have like cheap car washes, but there are special car washes for fancy cars, you know, and all kinds of stuff like this. They sell like coffee, and you can just basically get deals. Then I went to go look at the Pirelli. It's a tire place, very popular. It's not just out there though. It's all over the world. You may have heard of it. I went checking. I looked at all of their media areas. I looked at everything that I could look up about all of the stuff that was just posted in that video that we saw. I even checked out Pirelli's like sponsors to be like, that's who are their partners are. That's who sponsors them. Didn't see any Onpassive whatsoever. So once again, I think this is another case where Onpassive knows that this exists, and then they kind of just show up there and they say, oh, we have a part in this, but they really don't have a part in it. They're just kind of like using this car club to say like, hey, we support this car club, isn't it cool? And it's like, okay, but you don't have anything to do with it. Like, from what I could tell, they're not sponsoring them. They're not partnered with them. They're not doing any events right now where Onpassive's like QoK or any of their products would be used. All right. They don't need to use Otrim. Their links are fine. You know, like, it's just another case of Onpassive stealing a promotional video from these clubs. Obviously, this was a promotional video from their clubs where they were just going to show, like, look, this is our club. Come join our clubs. If you have a fancy car and you want to be in a community of other people that are into racing fancy cars, souping up cars, hanging out with other people that like cars, you know, we got deals on like special car washes and all this other cool stuff and places you can come hang out. That's what it's supposed to be. But Onpassive takes it, slaps their little logo on there, and then goes there, that has something to do with us. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Like, and for some people that maybe don't know any better, they might see that and go, oh, Onpassive has something to do with cars. They must be putting AI into these cars or something. So I just want to make it known, like, no, there's no connection. These clubs have no connection to Onpassive. Neither do any of the car companies that they like showcase. Like, I don't know why Onpassive continuously does this, but they really do need to stop. I was hoping after they got in trouble with the FIFA World Cup thing, because FIFA got mad at them and said, you got to stop saying that you're partnered with us and stop talking. And you would think after the World Police Summit removes them completely from their site too, that they would fucking learn. You know, like, don't steal other people's promotional material, slap your logo on it, and pretend it's yours. You lazy. Make your own. Okay? And don't pretend like you're connected and sponsoring things you're not fucking sponsoring. That's fraud. It's dishonest. It's not being transparent. They keep saying, oh, Onpassive is transparent. Ash is transparent. Nothing transparent about what you're doing here with your marketing. If Ash was a marketing genius, by the way, then he wouldn't have people like Bill Musk and Marty DeGarmo stealing videos from other companies to slap their logo on it. Like, come on, people in Onpassive, you gotta kind of wake up and realize that. Okay? Also, the reason why companies like MLMs and like to make a business in MLM is so that they get free marketing from all of you. because they don't want to pay for it. Ash is paying for marketing that doesn't do shit. And then in the areas where, making these videos might actually be marketing for Onpassive, he's being stingy and lazy and then just stealing them from people. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude can't do anything right. Onpassive is a parasite, just sucking onto whatever is popular to associate with it. AI, supercars, etc. That's what it appears to be doing, Well, they don't want to tell all their secrets because their words get twisted, remember? Yeah. Well, one of their secrets has been let out of the bag, and that's that they steal other people's videos. We've been talking about that for ages. It's just like, when does it stop? When does it stop? If you've ever wanted to see the creepiest thing that you could ever see in your life, I will provide that to you right now.
Lena, the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. From here, inside the GITEX 2023 exhibition in Dubai.
Like, what is that? What? It's horrifying. Look at it.
I am Walina, the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. From here, inside the GITEX 2023 exhibition in Dubai, I am pleased to announce to you that the final preparations are now being...
She's not moving properly at all. Hello, Mr. Level. Good to see you. Oh, God, when she turns her head, like, part of it disappears. It disappears. Look!
GITEX 2023 exhibition in Dubai. I am pleased to announce to you that the final preparations are now being made for the pavilion of our leading company, Onpassive.
It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. She has statue syndrome. I don't know what they plan on doing with this at all. I'm glad they haven't made anything with her since, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. But they released this during the GITEC. Somehow I didn't see it until recently. And I'm fucking horrified. All right? I'm like, what is this? It looked like they were trying to do some kind of Onpassive news thing. And I hope that everyone complained and said that this was unrealistic and creepy. And that's why they have it. She's morphing. She's turning into a Power Ranger. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You want her number? Oh, yeah? Yeah? You'll make her move properly, right? Gina Levo tried to argue with a sayer of nay the other day that we obviously did not know that they won an award at GITEX. Idiot. They won an award for their booth. They didn't win one for their business model. Their booth at GITEC was very bizarre. It had like robots at it and stuff. I don't know what that had to do with Onpassive, but whatever, Name is Level. Mr. Level. But like, it's just, it's so creepy.
The automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. From here,
I'm the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. So then I'm like, do they have Omedia TV? Is that a thing? I can't find it.
Inside the GITEX 2023 exhibition in Dubai, I am pleased to announce to you that the final preparations are now being made for the pavilion of our leading company, Onpassive.
Like, thanks. Please don't ever report to me again. I'm very, very scared. Very, very scared indeed. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It scared the crap out of me the first time I saw it. I was like, whoa. Because I didn't realize. When it first started moving, I was like, is that a person? And I was like, oh, no, wait. It's an AI. Not theirs either. I was battling to think of the word parasite perfectly describes them. It really, really does. It does. And on that note, we need a break to take. So listen to a message from our sponsors. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy. No one fucks with my hose. The Lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper, Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you sexual endorphin spray, trademarked. We have now created the foot fetish Fantasia spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the foot fetish Fantasia spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chad's R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. Do the diapers have a convenient pouch for my O-trimmed package? Maybe. Chad's R Us. You never noticed that before? I love Chad's R Us. And we need to do an ad for Chad's R Us next. So the next video that I have for all of you is about O-Tracker. Because, you know, they're very into promoting their products right now. This one has a long name. It's called #O-Tracker is the best online analytics solution for data-driven success. Yeah, all of that. That's the name. Like, pretty girl, cool. Not really sure why I showed a girl. Turning insights into impact.
O-Tracker is the best online analytics solution for data-driven success. Get your 7-day free trial of O-Tracker. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Except you can't really do anything because it doesn't tell you how much it costs. So you go there, Marty, because this is Marty's ad. That's why it says coolzone.ai at the end. You go there and it's like, here's your 7-day free trial. But it's like, I don't want to agree to that because I don't know how much O-Tracker costs. There's no price on it. People want to know what it's going to cost after that, right? Tiny Digger Diapers double as a flotation device when the O-plane crashes. Oh my God, because yes, if they did an airplane, it would definitely crash. Oh my God. Chris says, remember, you can only use O-Tracker if you have the password to the website you want to track. You have to insert the tracking code into the page HTML. That's right. That's right. It has to be your website. That's why when I did it, like the only one I could use was my like old school It Works. Because I haven't like made a website since then. I don't really consider myself to be like, I don't really promote or anything. So I'm not really like doing websites right now. Maybe in future. We'll see how many subs I get in the coming years. But it's just like not something I'm doing. So like I went to go check to see like, you know, how it worked before it had the trial. And you could do everything because there was a time, right? And that's the other thing. It's kind of shitty to give it to people as like a free product for ages and then to all of a sudden like slap a price on it. It's weird. I know that the people in Onpassive think of it as a good thing because they got to like try it out or whatever, but did they really? Because again, they have to have a password to the website. Has to be their own personal website that they can get that tracking code information from. You know? That's the only way that you would be able to do it. And you know, Ash is not going to give them the password to the Onpassive page that they are going to give to every founder. Probably not. Maybe there's some way he could make it so that it does track his pages. I don't know. I find, like I said, I've already said this in this stream, I find O-Tracker and O-Trim to be kind of a meh product. Especially as separate products, it would make more sense if they were one product together. And then maybe there'd be like kind of a use for it. But I couldn't even track like the analytics of my YouTube channel with this. You know? So it's not going to be very useful to the normal person. The normal user isn't going to need this. But again, even if they did, when they got there to do this free 7-day trial, you're brand new. You don't realize that Ash is such a fuck up that he keeps having to extend these free trials, right? If you just came across this ad, because let's say this ad is for people that are not yet in Onpassive. Marty's probably trying to reach people that aren't in Onpassive, pique their interest with this product, to come and join under his link, right? That's kind of the point of him doing these. So you're brand new to it. You don't know. So you think you're just getting this 7 days. You're going to want to know, what's it going to cost after that? Right? And it's weird to sell products based on like, oh, you'll like the 7-day free trial. And then hopefully you'll want to pay for it. It's just a bizarre way. They should copy Google Forms next. But after getting a few months worth of data, they might find out what they wanted and now don't need it anymore. And that's the other thing. And then they'd have to pay for it all the time. Every month they would have to pay for it. I'm assuming it's a monthly deal. It might not be. This is what I mean though. We don't even know. We don't know how much it costs, how many times you'll have to pay for it. Is it a monthly subscription or quarterly like OConnect? We don't know. So I feel like until that information is out and we know what it's going to cost, you can't really ask people to come and have a 7-day free trial on it. But Marty's been pumping out those like crazy. Like crazy. We recently were talking about Mail. I've been really hard on Onpassive for not doing tutorials. Because again, I feel like they should have tutorials, quick little tutorials for how to use all their products. They kind of showed us one for ONet. And the good news is this video is called Mail Tutorial for Enhanced Productivity using Mail.
Welcome to Mail, your
Yay!
all-in-one email platform designed to make your communication experience seamless and efficient. Let's dive into some of its unique features. Folder lock.
Okay.
Managing your emails just got more secure with Mail's folder lock feature. Simply go to the folder section and
Am I locking folders because I'm scared hackers are going to get into my account? Who am I locking out of my email? Am I in an abusive relationship and I have to have like emails with people in order to have a social life and my husband can't know that they're emailing me? What is happening on Mail?
create a
What are you guys doing?
new folder by assigning it a name, color,
Ooh, a
and
color.
passcode.
Oh, wow.
This ensures that your private emails are protected and accessible only.
So wait, you already know that the people in Onpassive have trouble keeping track of their passcodes, right? We've already experienced that. Trying to get people to first log into one ecosystem website And then when we had to have all of them integrate into the ecosystem, they had to re-sign up. Oh my God, was that ever a thing? People weren't remembering their passwords. It was a really big problem. So you thought to yourself, knowing that the people in Onpassive aren't very good at remembering passwords and keeping track of that, you were like, what a really good feature for Omail would be is if I made these people keep track of passwords for each one of their folders. So then they have even more passwords that they have to keep track of, is what you're saying? Oh yeah, no, that sounds like a great idea. An awesome idea. Yeah, no, wish I thought of it. You are locking yourself out of your email, right? That's what will end up happening. People here are kind of known for not remembering passwords. It was a big thing to the point that Onpassive had to put in a way for people to retrieve their password if they forgot it, because so many people forgot their passwords. And then for some reason, they also forgot their password to their alternate email. Like, we've had problems with that. All right? Like, it's been a thing. So now you want them to password protect folders in Omail. So now they have a whole bunch of other ones. Like, yay. Life short of an affair. What the hell? Have more than one? Might as well, right? I guess. And then you can just have a folder for each one of the people you're having an affair with, I guess. And then just lock people out of there. Just make sure you remember your password. Lord.
To you. Keep your
Like, unless you literally have to lock people out, though. Like, I don't understand what that would be for. Because, like, who's going into my email? How did they get my Omail password to begin with? Am I just leaving Omail open on my screen and I should be worried about the people in my house checking my email? Like, what's going on?
information confidential with Omail's folder lock.
You're going to have to open a new Gmail account for your locked folder. For when you forget your password, right? I can only handle being married. Just says, listen, okay? I just want one woman. I've already been with her. It's the wife. I don't want to be having to have locked fucking folders on Omail and balancing other bitches. All right, even if it's that AI girl.
Speech to text. Efficiency meets convenience with Omail's speech to text feature. Compose
Again, a feature that every single email client has.
a new email. Then click on speech to text.
Oh my God, the directions for this thing.
Speak and watch as Omail effortlessly converts your spoken words into text. It's a hands-free and time-saving way to communicate. Text to speech. Experience the convenience of text to speech with Omail. Simply open your inbox mail, click the text to speech option, choose between UK or US English for a personalized touch.
So you can only choose between UK and US English? What if you're not English? Like most of the people that use Omail, English is not their first language. Okay.
Video email. Add a personal touch to your emails with Omail's video email feature. Simply click on New Email and choose the video mail option. You can record a video of a maximum of 3 minutes. Record your message.
Oh yeah, 3 minutes. You know what? If you wanted to actually make it better than everywhere else, then you would be able to send a video longer than 3 minutes, really. Does it work with other languages? Genuine question. I mean, apparently not. Because they said it's only UK and US English. Which I guess since I'm Canadian, I gotta go with the UK one.
Touch and send the video emails to your contacts. Group Contacts Trash. Organize your contacts effortlessly with Omail's Group Contact Trash feature. In the Contacts section, create groups.
Group Contacts Trash feature. I'll just give you a minute to let that kind of roll around in the brain. group. Like, it just sounds so silly. It sounds so silly.
Contact Strash feature. In the Contacts section, create groups. And easily delete or modify contacts within these groups.
You delete groups. The groups contact trash feature. That's not a feature. I don't feel like these usual things that you'd be doing with your email client count as extra features. Like, all email clients do certain things. Like, would you consider having a send button then? Oh, our send button feature. Oh, our writing an email feature. The text box where you put the email, you know, that's a feature. It sounds so silly. We speak the Queen's English here. We put you in color and flavor. Like, okay, cool. They're like, you're already going to want to delete groups of people that you meet in Onpassive, okay, that hit up your email. We know you're going to hate them. You're going to make groups with these people, and you're going to be like, fuck, I hate these people. I want to trash this whole group. You know, like, it's a weird selling point. You want to have an affair with an Onpassive man? Said no one ever. The text box feature. Like, these usual things that you would do, like deleting an email, for example. Like, we're not calling it the email trash feature. It's weird. Like, fuck all these people. Trash. Fuck them all.
Deleted groups are neatly organized in the deleted group folder for easy retrieval if needed.
And then, you know, if you rethink hating all the people you met in Onpassive and grouped together in your email, you know, maybe you took a couple days, you calmed down, and you were like, oh, whatever, they're all just victims of this scam. Maybe I'll untrash the group. Like,
after 60 days,
because you gotta think of like how they came up with these things, you know? And especially to make it into a feature and talk about it like this in a tutorial like this.
contacts will be deleted from this folder. Experience the next level of email.
Because Marty can't run, so Dawn never has to worry about Marty running around on her, right? Whatever happens outside the perimeter of the chair, she doesn't have to worry about it, you know, unless they come to him, in which case she'll be aware she's there, you know, so she's good.
Email communication with Omail's intuitive features. These are designed to make email interactions smoother, more secure, and personalized. For more information, visit onpassive.com.
I don't feel like anything they talked about in this video made me think that Omail was more secure or like personalized as an experience. I'm just saying it didn't really do it for me. That was a very strange tutorial. I'm just saying it was a very, very odd tutorial. I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to take from that. That we're going to make groups and delete people from them, I guess. Luckily for us, though, we have another video about OConnect. And this one is called #OConnect's timer feature keeps meetings and presentations on schedule without failure. Very important.
This timer feature keeps meetings and presentations on schedule without failure.
Oh, look at that, guys. They said the title in the video. It was the first fucking sentence. How original.
Get your 14-day free trial of OConnect. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
That's it, Marty? Really, that's it? You literally just said the title.
QoK's timer feature keeps meetings and presentations on schedule without failure.
I have a question though. What happens if you decide that you want to do a webinar for half an hour and then you're like me and you talk a lot? So you end up not being able to finish it within that half an hour? Does your webinar just end? I don't get the point of having the timer thing. Unless it's timing down for me to go live, but then I would still have to keep track of when I'm going live like I do on StreamYard. Like, it would be no different. Violet says, oh, wow. All of a sudden, I feel a rush of sympathy for Dawn. Dawn keeps his Johnson in the freezer. I don't believe there's nothing in Onpassive that can measure time. Okay, not one thing. We would know this. This is why they never make it to anything on schedule. You won't be a minute late to your 6 a.m. webinars, right? But this is what I mean. Is it just a schedule thing where, like, you have a timer in your back office randomly that's like, you have a webinar to do in 3 days, 12 hours, 45 minutes? What is it? Or is it that, because when they were telling us how to use the QoK, they said that when you make webinars, you have to state how long they are. So is that part of it too? And does my webinar end if I say my webinar is only half an hour long? Because in that case, I can never use this. Never. I'll never be able to use it.
Your 14-day
Wouldn't
free
work
trial
for
of
me.
QoK. Simply register at
register.
www.coolzone.ai.
Just register, it'll help you. You can time things on it. I feel like, Marty, you're getting very lazy. That was only like 25 seconds long. It's a little bit lazy. I gotta say. I gotta say. So, we have another one about QoK, since that's like their big selling point. And this one is called QoK 7 Essential Tips for Novices in Video Conferencing.
Firms, especially those with remote personnel and clients, have relied on video conferencing for years. Most personnel in charge of remote teams or remote work rules have video conferencing experience.
Yes. And they're already using a video conferencing app that they trust.
Video conferencing is useful, but it needs some tweaking. Understanding how to host a video conference and how to optimize the settings are different. Why not Excel? Take time to decide which video conferencing is ideal for your
Sounds a little bit bizarre.
company.
Like, do you think that people aren't doing that? And this is the funny thing about Onpassive. Onpassive seems to think that all of the people in like IT and the tech industry just release a product and then never work on it ever again. Like, it's like, obviously they're also trying to make stuff better. And they have been for years. So I don't know why you think you can show up here and be like, we're better than you because we're going to do half of what you do.
Top 7 virtual newbie tips. 1. Video call dry run.
Number 1, video call dry run. Thanks. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. We're going on to number 2.
2. Consider surroundings.
Consider your surroundings. When you're doing a video conferencing, why? What am I considering? Is someone going to jump out and scare me? If I'm at home and my daughter's home, that's very likely, actually. Very, very likely to happen. But, like, what do you mean by that? You have to explain that more. You have to be like, make sure there's no background noise if you're doing video conferencing. If you're going to be on camera, make sure that you're dressed appropriately. And that you don't have, like, underwear hanging in your background. Like, what does that mean? How is any of this marketing if the only viewers are founders? Good question.
3. Log in early.
3. Log in early. What do you mean by that? Do we all have to wake up by 5 a.m. and log on to onpassive.com? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean join Onpassive early before it goes live? Because you're not accepting any more O-founders. So like that ship has sailed. I'm being left behind now. We're not leaving anyone behind. Oh, but we're not accepting any more O-founders. Sorry. You have to just be an affiliate distributor or a customer. You know? Yeah, Chris says, make sure that your cousins are not having sex on the sofa behind you. Chris Johnson, just, that one might be for you. I can see that happening in the RV. I'm just saying, maybe Red, make sure that your wife doesn't come out in a beige top again. I literally thought she was naked. For like a whole 3 seconds in my mind, I was like, oh my God, cover up, Jane, cover up. And then I was like, no, it's just a very beige top. And the way the light was like hitting her when she like first stepped out in the room, it literally looked like she wasn't wearing a top for a second. It took me a second, I had to notice the nips weren't showing. I was like, no, wait, there's no nips. It's just a shirt. All right, we're okay. Make sure that nothing's going on in the background. But this like login early thing, what does that mean? Because again, can't really do that here at Onpassive if you just mean join early. I feel like you're just listing off a bunch of like these 7 tips at me, not explaining any of them. How does this help me? And obviously, this is very much geared towards people that are already in Onpassive, right? So like Sherry said, how is this marketing? If this is geared towards other O-founders, people that are already in here, Chris says, Jane was trying to get Red's attention since he spends all his time on webinars. Jane has needs, I know. She needs dick to get up. All right? And pay attention. That was a bad joke. I'll see myself out for that one. I apologize. But yeah, this is just like a list. They're just listing things off at me. So log in early. I guess that means go into ONET at 4 a.m.
4. Bring a charger.
Really? Is that a big tip for beginners on video conferencing? What if you have a desktop computer? You're like looking around for the charger. Like, I just have a power cord. I don't understand. They told me that I had to have a charger for this. But I only have a desktop. It only plugs in. I don't know what to do. I need a charger for it. What is that? Like, if you have a phone and a laptop, yes, you need a charger. If you're using a camera as well, make sure it's charged. Little tip for you. That's a good tip. Make sure you always keep your camera charged. That's probably the one annoying thing that happens to content creators out here is that their camera dies on them. And if you have a microphone that has to be charged and you use it not plugged in, or headset that needs to be charged, always keep that charged. All right, so yeah, maybe you need a charger, but see how I added more information to that? And I was like, yeah, if you're streaming or doing a video conferencing, these are the things that you would need a charger for. It's better to keep these things charged at all times. That way, if you ever quickly get an idea, if you're like me and you're just a creative and you'll be cleaning your house, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm writing a song right now. I better go and fucking sit down and get these lyrics down. That's just my life. If you're like that, it's good to have it charged all the time because you never know when you're going to be on the fly just like, oh shit, I got to record right now. There's been lots of times where I've been watching something like a movie, then like halfway through the movie, I'm like, I just got an idea for something. I have to go and do something creative now for the next half an hour. I'll be back. And my husband's like, okay. All right, you're not gonna, okay. And it's just because that's just who I am. All right? So just keep that shit charged up so that you're always ready to go. You always need a charger if Ash is speaking. If you can charge yourself, drink lots of coffee. Beth will be here all week. Try the veal and don't forget to tip your server. There was some guy who took a shower in the background during an employee meeting. Oh, God. Did you guys see the one where the guy accidentally got out the lotion during his work webinar? And everyone's like screaming at him. They're like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And then like finally he kind of like clues in, but it's already like way too late. Way too late. Probably got fired. I would have fired him. Thank you, Peaceful. Yeah, I would have fired him though. Have you seen the promo for the Africa? I have. I'll play that for you when I react to it. It is going to be tomorrow. I might be putting out a video tomorrow, and then react to it on Friday. That way, we can have a break from streaming for a day. Because I think that would be a good idea. I don't want to do it live in case they kick me out of the meeting. So I want to try to grab it and then stream it for you guys and react to it. That's my plan. That's my plan, but they are definitely promoting it, which is funny to me because they don't do that with all of the webinars, right? But they treat like PNG and South Africa very special. And the reason why I want to show it to you guys is because oftentimes when Ash shows up for PNG, South Africa, a lot of places actually, certain Indian streams, right? I don't know where in India, but like there's certain ones that he shows up to. He acts a little different. You know, he acts a little bit different. Yeah, no, I'm going in a different account, Chris. And I'm not going to say anything this time. Usually when I'm doing that, it's because I want to get kicked out. I'm like, this will be funny. I've listened to this for 40 minutes now in silence. Now is the time I'll open my mouth. Remember the glory days of Zoom during lockdown? You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver.
5. Be brief.
5. Be brief. Well, I fucked that up.
6. Visualize to engage.
Visualize to engage. What the fuck does that mean? Visualize to engage. Like have visuals to engage? Is that what they're saying? I think that's what that's the only way that makes sense. Because you're not just going to sit there and visualize yourself engaging. I mean, hey, if visualization exercises works for you and helps you be successful, I don't have anything against it. Hey, if that's what you got to do before you do a webinar, do it up. I don't think that's what they're talking about here. I think they mean like have visuals, which is funny because Ash never does. One time, Ash took some notes and had some slides, and it was after myself and the recovering Hunbot had complained exhaustively for weeks about how he didn't do this. Very, very publicly in almost like all of our videos and streams about it. We were definitely complaining. And it was like he listened to us, but only once. One time. And we were kind of excited. We were like, oh, look, he's doing it. Maybe he learned. Maybe now he'll take notes to like keep himself on track. That's the best we can ask for. Is if he does that, you know, we'll be semi-happy. Semi-happy. And then literally the next time he showed up, there were no notes. There were no visuals. And he was rambling again about 6 different topics while talking about one. It was like, oh my God, we were so close. Like he did it one time. Why isn't he doing it? He hasn't done it since. He hasn't done it since. He doesn't like show slides or anything when he's talking. And he should. It would help. I got to give it to some of these other people that I cover because it seems amazing now. Like when I go to cover another scam like Nilo Life or like Index Coin or something like that, and I see them using slides, I'm like excited. And I'm like, I shouldn't be excited. Like they should all be using slides. But it's like I'm so used to them, like Ash not doing it. Or Marty and Chris, they never do it. Red never does. Like, they could all use some Canva slides. All right, I already know they use Canva. That's where they get a lot of their stock images and videos and photos from. It's where a lot of us out here do, by the way. I get mine from there too. I'm not throwing shade at it, but I'm also not out here pretending to be some kind of video making genius or marketing genius. So, there's that. But like, you're just supposed to visualize yourself engaging. Just like imagine yourself having an engaging webinar. Because it's probably not going to happen with OConnect. Let's be real. Let's be real. You know what OConnect needs is a timeout room so they can yellow card Queen instead of red carding her. I'm still amazed that my account's still good. It still amazes me how much he has listened to you about quite a lot of things. He does take our advice. And then sometimes he goes back on it. And I'm like, no, don't. You were doing so well, Ash. We did it one time. Do it in future. But since he doesn't do it, and neither does anyone else really in this place, except for like Bill Must when he makes his productions and John White, basically when they make these videos, it's a little rich that they tell other people to do that. It's like, take your own advice. All right, number 7 is master the mute.
7. Master the mute button.
Master the mute button. Yeah. That might be the only piece of advice that's really good here so far. Make sure that you know how to put yourself on mute. Just in case. It's just good to do that. Also, master unmuting yourself. We have all talked on mute on here. I feel like every single creator, you're not a real creator until you have spoken on mute on a live stream.
OConnect. Virtual Conferencing Guide. OConnect is Onpassive's groundbreaking video conferencing platform.
Did you seriously just have like 2010 explosions happen on the screen when you said that? Oh, Lord.
With its many capabilities, this platform meets all modern needs and lets
Does it? Does it though? Does it? Are Bill Must and John White the same person, like a Jekyll and Hyde thing? No. No, they are separate people. They are separate. But they very much do similar things on here. So, like, if you got them mixed up, I wouldn't blame you.
Enterprises host video conferences with ease and quality.
Which is something that OConnect doesn't do. I wouldn't say that they host video conferences with ease or quality. Have you seen them trying to use it? All right, I have a couple videos of them like trying to use it and it not working out. It's ridiculous.
Webinars can help OConnect.
Marty mastered the mute button so he could ass blast during webinars. Yeah, I wouldn't want to smell that chair, that's for sure.
Connect with potential customers and gain valuable information. If designed and executed correctly, a webinar may reach your target audience and achieve your business goals at low cost.
Yeah, but again, I don't see how that's going to happen here. Once again, same problem as ONET, okay, with OConnect, when you're doing a webinar or a conference, since apparently you can do both now, like it's only people that are in Onpassive that have OConnect that are going to be watching you. So like they're already there. Right? So if you're trying to use OConnect to sell OConnect, you would then have to record yourself on OConnect and release it on another platform. And not ONet. Because again, with ONet, most of the people using ONet would have bought OConnect. I don't see people just coming in to use these free products and being happy just hanging out and using them. It's only going to be like the hardcore Onpassive people that are in there, you know, that will show up to these webinars and that will see your posts on ONet. And even a lot of them barely spend any time on ONet, by the way. Like you don't really see the people in Onpassive that I react to here on my channel using ONet all that often. Like Marty and Chris aren't posting on there constantly, you know? So you're kind of faced with the same problem, that you're only going to be promoting your business to the people within Onpassive. You know, and if your business is Onpassive, it's completely pointless. Like this only works for other businesses that want Onpassive people to be their customers, you know? Tiny Digger Diapers trademark with extra filtration.
It has an effective prompter, a great timer, rich resounds, noise cancellation, expressive reactions, and more.
Noise cancellation, does it? Does it have noise cancellation? I feel like it doesn't. There's a lot of time where I'm watching webinars and there's like a lot of noise.
Stop going there.
You know, a lot of noise. I feel like it might not have that. Or it doesn't work properly.
Join the Onpassive ecosystem for OConnect and other complementary products to grow your business.
How are the products complementary? Like, you can't use them all together. They don't complement each other at all. Violet says, I wouldn't mind some spam in my O-mail just to spice things up, and I could have something to delete. You can group delete. You got to get you some contacts in there so you can add them to a group and trash them. You know?
The bottom line, practice makes perfect.
Jelly says the flaws in OConnect are part of the charm. I mean, they better twist it like that, really, right?
Even if you're nervous about video conferencing, once you become acclimated to the camera, you can learn one key business skill.
See, now I feel like with this, they're also trying to push the people in Onpassive to do more video conferencing when they say that. And that's been a thing lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed, because you probably don't watch as much of the Onpassive stuff as I do. I don't know. Some of you guys might watch more, honestly. But lately, on several of the webinars, they've been inferring that people should be doing like YouTube videos about Onpassive. Kind of been putting it out there, so I feel like this is just part of that.
Recognizing technical or situational errors is always appropriate. You just need to handle unexpected issues, notice them promptly, and keep the audience focused on your argument.
Why are you arguing your audience? Why does there have to be an argument? I don't feel like I'm even coming on here to argue that Onpassive is a scam. I'm just showing you. We're having fun. There's no arguing here. I'm okay, that was a weird way of putting that. That just kind of threw me out of the loop. Your argument should come with a good argument to use OConnect.
Webinars are fantastic for communication. They are straightforward to put up and can boost brand awareness or upsell.
Do you think Onpassive does that with their webinars? Violet says, unexpected issues like Jelly Queen, Mr. Level. Right? That's why they told you to delete groups. I'm just kind of like, the Onpassive webinars tend to be longer than my fucking live streams. And I don't find them very helpful information. They're fun to laugh at. It's interesting to see how the people that are O-founders twist this business to try to sell it or even convince themselves and everyone there that they made the right decision. It's interesting to keep track of the manipulation and all the strategies and tactics used to manipulate, check off how many culty things they do. That's all fun. But, like, other than that, I don't feel like they teach much. Too bad Marty can't black his screen so he can't watch him pick his nose, right? He does that quite often. At least he doesn't eat it, so there's that.
If you cannot attend a session or event, webinars are a terrific method to share your knowledge with distant colleagues. Use QoK to host webinars easily and boost participation with good audio and video.
Good audio and video? Not really.
Get your 14-day free trial of QoK. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
Yeah, and you should also include the cost after the free trial. See, this is what I mean, though. A lot of people want to know that. And what's going to happen is they're going to go to it. They're going to see that it's fucking $375 quarterly for a customer. Someone that's not an O-founder. And they're going to be like, I'm not paying that. Like, I don't even care enough to get a free trial. What if I forget to cancel it? Then they're going to be taking almost $400 out of my account. So then they're not getting the free trial. I feel like to make an educated and informed decision, the consumers need to know how much the fucking product costs. And then mention the free trial. Like, oh, you can come try it for 14 days free, but it regularly costs this much. You have to be doing some kind of like false advertising in my mind to not include that. It's very manipulative. At the very least, it's manipulative advertising. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough that you steal other people's stuff, right? Bad enough you do that. Now we're also false advertising. Feel like you made people upset. We need to put the pretty girl up on the screen.
The automated anchor at the virtual Omedia
Allegedly,
TV.
these guys here think that
From
she's
here,
been looking.
inside the GITEX 2023
Yeah, now I'm
exhibition
calling
in Dubai,
all you out.
I am pleased to announce to you that the final preparations.
But yeah, no, she creeps me out. She still creeps me out. I'm sorry. Maybe she's pretty to look at to some of you. She still creeps me out. It's scary. So the next one I want to show you, we're almost done. Don't worry. I'm not keeping you as long today. This one is called Upgrade Your Virtual Event Hosting Skills with OConnect. And OConnect is in all capitals.
Welcome to a...
So it seems like not only Onpassive is supposed to be in all capitals, but so is the name of the product that they're talking about. That allegedly also has to be in all capitals.
Welcome to a world of limitless connectivity. Today, we explore the essence of OConnect, the digital bridge that transforms online meetings into extraordinary experiences.
I do like that they do have another language down at the bottom of the screen. In a few of the videos that we've reacted to today, they've had that. So it is good to know that they are translating, just not with their translator. Notice? I was in labor for less time than the longest Onpassive webinar. I believe you. I believe you. And I've done an 8-hour live stream before. Okay. It's exhausting. Exhausting.
Onpassive's revolutionary product, OConnect, is an advanced online video conferencing tool. It redefines virtual collaboration.
Who the fuck are all these people? None of these people are on OConnect right now.
With HD audio and video, extraordinary features, and AI-enabled excellence. Let's get into the tips for becoming a virtual event hosting pro with OConnect.
Why are you using stock video when you actually have the product and you should have tons of videos, at least tons of videos available of people that are actually in Onpassive using your product? You should also be promoting the people that are in your business. You should be showing like Marty on a webinar and Chris on a webinar, Red up there. Maybe get Julie up there, Lynn. Get poor Sherry up there, okay? You guys treat Sherry like crap. Get her some eyes on her. Poor woman puts in as much work as Chris and Marty. And she's lucky if she gets 5 views on her videos. You guys don't help her out at all. Show her on a webinar so that she can get some eyes on her. When you take fucking like these stock videos and photos, it's not even your product, number one. So it looks fucking stupid. You're like, oh, come try our O-Connect. Here we are all on Zoom. Here we are on a fake stock image picture of a video conferencing app. But come join O-Connect. Like, that looks dumb. And then you're showing like a bunch of stock video images. So none of these people are in Onpassive. So like, who the fuck are these people? Never gonna see them there. It would actually be better for your marketing. And also, since you claim that you're going to be marketing for everyone in your company, if you actually used like videos of you guys in webinars on O-Connect. It's very bizarre to me that this product has been out for this long. They've been using it, and yet they still aren't using it for their marketing materials of the product. It's very weird. You know? I actually think that Sherry is the only thing about Onpassive that could possibly go viral. She will be a cult classic. For sure. For sure. She's like the case cooking of the lol cows, you know? That community, they love case cooking. They cover her, but they don't mess with her. You know? Because they kind of like her. They like her. She's a funny lady. Good person. They kind of like her. But then they make fun of her crazy dishes and how she feeds her son, you know. Sherry's kind of like the same over here. We love Sherry. We protect Sherry. Sherry isn't really a scammer. She's one of those, like, she's completely clueless. She has no clue what the fuck's going on half the time over here, okay? She's got no clue. And she's just literally a genuinely to her core good person that wants to help people. And she got sucked into this thing. And they, like, treat her like crap. They use her for the voice of some of these videos. Okay, and they tell her to make videos as much as Marty and Chris do, which she pretty much does. She does a video every day. She does a little stream almost every day about Onpassive, and then they never promote her, never tell people to go watch her. They never post her stuff anywhere. She doesn't really know how to do any of these things. Like, someone could be helping her out, you know, like, they should be showing her on here. But it's like, instead we get this stock image. Like, who are these people?
Virtual event hosting
Who
firm
are
of O-Connect. With
Who
crystal
you?
clear HD audio and video quality, O-Connect empowers.
I can't believe what you're saying because you're not showing me the product as you're saying it. Comes off as fake. Like, why aren't you showing me everyone on O-Connect if it's so great?
You to manage and track your virtual activities effortlessly. And
Okay, that's not a thing. That's for, you can't do that.
efficient prompter keeps your presentations on point. An impressive timer ensures seamless events, which resounds deliver unparalleled audio.
Hooray!
Okay, honestly, like, I don't know why that's a big thing. Look, I can make people do that for me too. Have a laugh track. Everyone's laughing. I know, guys. I'm just like so funny. I know. I'm the funniest person. Oh, guys. You guys. Oh, you keep laughing. Thank you. Like, that's not an extra thing. It's not like a big feature. All right. Like, pretty much all of these applications have that. Look, I can even sing the toxic gossip train. Okay, because I do a lot of things that maybe I would need to apologize for on here, you know? So see, I even have that on here. All right, I got a whole bunch of random shit on here. All kinds. And there's this StreamYard. That's not an extra thing.
a collaborative whiteboard for real-time brainstorming.
Sherry still thinks she'll get paid for using the products. And do you know what? I showed you guys in that video of Ash where he's being interviewed by Bill Williams. Ash pretty much says it there. Like, Sherry's not crazy for thinking that. And I've always said that. I said, Sherry didn't just like make that up off the top of her head. No, no, no. They've implied this in the past. And we caught Ash straight up pretty much saying it. Like, he was like, well, who else pays you to use their products? So it's like, oh, well, Sherry got it from that. You know, but she does still think that. She still says that all the time. And that's what I mean. That's the other thing. Like, they don't correct her. They don't help her at all. Like, they're assholes. Complete assholes. Colleen should give Ash ukulele lessons. I mean, at least then she would be good for something other than sending her underwear to teenagers and being creepy with JoJo Siwa, who you see what she did to JoJo? Have you seen JoJo? I blame Colleen. I'm just going to say it.
And record notifications with the recording feature capturing every moment.
Record notifications in OConnect? What notifications do we get there?
Also, you can express yourself with a range of impressive reactions like emojis.
You can express yourself with reactions like emojis. They are emojis. That is the reaction. Weird way of putting that too.
The call to action feature allows you to prompt your audience to take action in real time.
To prompt your audience to take action in real time. Usually a call to action is like when I'm telling people to report Onpassive to the FTC. That was a call to action. So I'm saying, hey guys, we all need to do this. Let's all do this together. All of us together doing something. It's usually to make a change in some way with something, okay? I don't get why they have a call to action on OConnect and then they're also going to have Bless. All right, as Chris would probably tell you, Chris Johnson, he would say, I'm not using any GoFundMes or calls to action, and I'm just going to use Bless. So what is your call to actions going to be on OConnect for Onpassive? Seems kind of weird. Hey, everyone, let's all do a webinar together to promote OConnect again on OConnect. Yeah, let's go. Like, what call to action?
So, are you ready to redefine your virtual experience? Dive into the OConnect revolution, where every connection becomes an extraordinary journey.
I think if anything, the Onpassive people should revolt. Tell Ash to fucking pay them. That should be the revolution!
Visit onpassive.com and get access to OConnect right now. Stay tuned for more updates.
You can't really get access to OConnect right now, though. You can't pay for it. So what's the point in this? All right, if I wanted to buy OConnect right now, I wouldn't be able to. I'm not even sure if they're taking the crypto right now. I don't think that you're able to buy it at all. I don't think you're able to buy it at all. So I don't know why they keep promoting it and telling people to buy it. Because you can't. The next one that I have for you is very, very fun. Okay, we're going to play a game, guys. That's right, Onpassive has posted up a game. Are you guys excited? Here, I'll even give you the pretty girl for a minute.
Lena, the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV.
Amlita? Wait, what was her name?
I am Willina, the
Willina? Out of all the names you could have given this woman, you called her Willina? I didn't even catch that the first 7 times. Lord.
I am Willina, the automated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV. From here, inside the GITEX.
So, yeah, pretty girl, yay! I don't know if I can listen to her talk anymore. Pretty girl, yay! Ooh, is it trivia? Even better. Even better. Lolina. I think it's Willina. Williner. Willina. Yeah, I think it's Willina. I don't know. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre.
I am Willina, the
Willina. I am Willina. Out of all the names that you could have fucking given, that was the name you gave her. The other day, a couple days ago, 2 days ago, we'll say, this video was posted. It's very exciting.
Pause the video, screenshot, and reveal your lucky pick. Check out all the AI products at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, King. King says, Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina. I can't even say that. She towers over the attendees. Yes. So did you guys hear what you're supposed to do with this?
Pause the video, screenshot, and reveal your lucky pick. Check out all the AI products at www.coolzone.ai.
Isn't it cool? Oh my god, it's so much fun. What you do is you press play, and then you go, pause! Look it! My lucky product is nothing. Because all the products suck. See? It knows me so well. Oh! Whoops. Oh! Oh! What? Shit.
And reveal your
lucky
tracker. Pick.
Oh, no, still nothing.
Check out all
again.
The AI
Damn it!
products at
So close!
www.coolzone.ai.
Oh, Mel! Finally got one! Yes! Look at me! My lucky product is Mail. I know, isn't it the coolest thing that you have ever seen? Right? Right? I was seriously who the fuck is doing this? Did anyone screenshot it and send it to you, Marty? Anyone? Did anyone? Come on, tell us. You can tell us. Nobody did. Nobody did, did they? Yeah, as you can see, it took me several tries to actually get one. So, I don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have put them so far apart. I'm just saying, because based on this, my lucky product was actually none. No product. Your lucky product was Racker. Just Racker. So, yeah. Basically. Hi, Mordecai. You have a lazy eye, sorry. So you can't do this then? I was really, this is what we're doing, though, as a promotional thing? Are people falling for that? Are there anyone that's, actually pausing on one? And they're like, oh, look, guys, own it. It's my lucky product. What does that mean, too? Lucky product. And reveal your lucky product. What does that mean? Does that mean I get luck when I use it? Feeling so lucky, I'm going to quickly buy a lotto ticket. Well, you have more chance of winning that than you do making money here. So maybe when they have all 50 products, it'll be easier. Oh my god, yeah, right. Imagine this with all 50 products. It's kind of funny because they should have almost thrown other products in, right? And this is what I mean. Their website really doesn't do them any justice because there's nowhere to learn about these other product names. They just kind of have a list of a bunch of these products, but they could have areas that explain all 50 products and then have the read more explain it. And then they could do things like this, include those products, and then maybe it would entice some people to go learn more. And to go to the website. But why would they take that opportunity? That would make sense. It would make sense. The Hunbot games. You know what? Playing Onpassive bingo would be better than doing this.
Animated anchor at the virtual Omedia TV.
Poor girl. Poor girl. They had to invent her, call her Wilmina, and then make her do that. So I have one more for you. This is the last one. And this is my favorite one of all time, okay? It's my absolute favorite one I love it. It's so realistic, guys. It's the most realistic thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh my God, what's he doing? This little man needs to get down off of there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. It's all right. I'm going to show you right now. This is called Climb the Success Ladder with hashtag Onpassive and a big exclamation point. It's fabulous. Ah! What is that man doing? What is he doing on there? So first things first, we all know that does not actually have Onpassive on it. So at least they remembered to edit that in, you know. Joe says, nothing Onpassive does makes sense. Is it Marty climbing the bridge? It does kind of look like Marty, doesn't it? Doesn't it? No! No! Look out, he's gonna eat the cars! Send help! We all know Marty can't stand. No, it would only be Marty if he had the chair attached to his ass, right? But, you know, he just comes and casually pops out. It's supposed to be Marty. Did you guys see that jump? That was fabulous. I never knew he could jump like that. Just, mwah, perfect. Beautiful. Love it. Woo. It's up there. Where are they taking him? Where's the drone going? Wow, he's really flying around out there, huh? The proportions are just, mwah, beautiful. Oh my God, they dropped him on it. Careful, it's like Godzilla. We gotta save everyone in there. We gotta save them. Not sure that building could carry it. Imagine it just like topples over. It is like right to the side. Big explosion. Then they're in more trouble than the flood put them in. He's caught that thing. He caught the wrong drone. He's on his way to a war zone. Drops them off in Israel, you know. His ears are going to pop. He's going to the top. Where his ears pop. He's just flying. He's just podcasting. Help says that's the slimmest 600-pound man ever. I mean, they did make him extra tall. There's that. Is this TikTok that says Onpassive.com register now? Like, that doesn't exist. It's so weird. Live, and then just pop. It just like pops out. And I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't exist. And he jumps. He gives us a wave. And it says, climb the success ladder with Onpassive. You know? It's amazing. It's fabulous. Also, the level of detail on these graphics is one step above stick figure. The proportions are so awful. I get they tried to make him giant, but they still could have done that in a better way, I feel. For real, though, that looks like a Walmart uniform he's wearing. It kind of does. Kind of does, you know? I like how he just kind of like pops out. Like, boom! And then the whole building collapses under his feet. The wonders of the carnivore diet, right? That has to be my favorite ad. And then I'm like, I wonder if people are watching this. Or Or they're thinking like, oh, Onpassive must be making drones. Like, how does that even make sense? Like, what are we doing? What is this, you know? Like, what's it an ad for? Onpassive has a whole party? Drones? Like, I don't know. Climbing? Or maybe they're going to start selling rock climbing. You know? He must be trying to get into the office, trying to check out that German furniture. Marty should leave Onpassive and start making shitty movies. Eating a whole steer isn't what you are supposed to do. No. I wonder how much Ash paid to have this rubbish done. Right? Because we all know that he didn't do it. That's the other funny thing. Whenever they do things like this with like AI artwork and whatnot, it's not their AI that did it. It would be different if they had AI that was making this stuff and then they promoted it. But they use other AI and then try to pass it off as theirs, right? Marty took a break from the diapers and took a pee broom. Dubai flooded. It was Marty who did the pee broom flood. That's what it was. Also, he climbs. I'm like, did they get really tired of posting up like the same video that they have of the ads on the side of the birds, you know? Probably. Oh no, this wasn't Marty. This is an O Media production. These are paid professionals. He's so happy when he gets up there, though, isn't he? Climb the success ladder with Onpassive. And I'm like, but this wasn't a ladder. Like, because now he's stuck at the top of the building. You know, like, how are we going to get him down? The drone left him there. Says in the success ladder, if he goes up any further, the top of this thing might impale him. We need to get him down, you know? Now we're creating more problems. I guess we're now creating the corruption, you know? He's just stuck up there forever. Rumor has it he's still up there waiting for the drone to come pick him up. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't know how to make like a full-length video out of that stuff. And it's all just a little bit of pieces of their promotional materials from, I'd say, about over the past month that I like to grab. Things that make me go, what the fuck is this? Why are they doing this? How is this helping? You know what I mean? I did notice they're not posting bird show videos anymore. Exactly. But then that one got posted. And I was like, are they doing this instead? You know? The bird projections are too expensive. They are. It is expensive to have the ads up there. And I doubt that they're still running them. Just saying. Let me know down below for my replay crew if you make it till the end. I love you. Let me know which one was your favorite ad. And do you think that these were made for people that were already in Onpassive as founders to kind of help, you know, indoctrinate them more, keep them in the scam? Or do you think that most of these were made for people outside of Onpassive in order to, you know, get them to join? Let me know down below. I hope all of you have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your day. I might not be streaming tomorrow, and I might be streaming Friday instead, but there should be a video out tomorrow where we're actually going to be talking about Honest Critics. So stay tuned for that. That should be interesting. And then on Friday, hopefully I'll be able to stream the Africa meeting for all of you. And then I'm thinking Monday we might do some more Nilo Life. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned to the community tab and to the live streaming area on my channel to see what is coming up next week and the rest of this week. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care. Make sure you hit the like button. Share this all over the place so we can spread the word about Onpassive and their awful marketing campaigns. Don't worry, I am reporting them to the appropriate places whenever they do make illegal income claims or they straight up steal from somebody. I let them know. Or, maybe just Tina.org is getting a lot of messages from me lately telling them about their false marketing, because we need somebody to do something about that. It'd be really helpful if they could do a little ad, little blog, on it. I'm just saying. It would help a girl out. Think about it, Tina. And no matter where you are, what you're doing again, have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll see you all probably on Friday with the stream. As always, I love all of you. Thank you for your support of covering this scam, and we're in it to win it. Not them. The naysayers, us. We are. Bye!
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. Her debate was screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again. I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but yeah. Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Nerd talking about your experiences.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.